What's up, my reseller friends? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Sabrina. I thrift to resell on eBay, Poshmark, and Mercari. And I have just recently organized and slightly remodeled my workspace. So I thought that for today's video, it might be fun to give you an updated tour of my workspace. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you everything with hopes that perhaps there's maybe one or two things you can take away from what I do to help you with your workspace. So let's go. So I'm pretty much going to start from right when you enter the garage. This is what you see. And I'm just going to go around the entire thing and just show you in detail of what my workspace looks like. So starting off right here, this is actually where all of my hair dye magic happens. So if you're curious what type of brand dye that I like to use, this is literally like the best dye ever. You can get this on Amazon. I've always got my Goog on here, and of course you can see all the staining from all the hair dyeing I do. I got a crap ton of bubble wrap about a year ago when my husband ordered a guitar set from Guitar Center. It literally came with a year's supplies worth of bubble wrap. So I've been so lucky that I still have more of this in the shed in my backyard, and I just bring it out as I need it. So this is the part that you've always seen me in every week, sitting over here at this desk. This is normally the angle you see, but this is from this way. So you could see I'm normally looking at you from over here. So I've got my laptop and I have an extra screen that I use. I don't know if I would be able to survive doing my shipping with just a single screen. So I really love having both of those. This is the scale that I use. I bought this on Amazon actually no, I think I bought it on eBay like years ago. So I'm going to try to link in the description as many things as I can that I have. But if I'm being honest, just a lot of the stuff I've had for a long time, or I don't remember where I got it. So I'll just do my best with what I can remember. And down here is where I keep the supplies that I use the most, because I do sit here to do my shipping. So I like to have the stuff that is in reach. So of course, the number one thing that I use the most are these 9x6 bubble envelopes. And then this is the 10x13, I believe it is, from eBay Supply Store. I use those. And these are the different poly bags that I have. So yeah, this is my label printer. That kind of sucks, so I don't really recommend it. I just buy my labels on Amazon as well. Just whatever's cheaper, I buy it. Like, I don't really have like a to-go one. I just always look for great deals. This is my clothing rack that also sucks. There is a piece of there's a piece came off, so now it's like not sturdy anymore, so I have to have it like leaning like in between things to like keep it up. But yeah, so this is all just whatever I have clothing that's already washed and clean and ready to get listed, I hang it on here. So this is all stuff that I need to list that's ready to go. I just keep a few like extra things that I use down here. These are some extra hangers, some supplies that I use often. This is my steamer. I just have a small one. I don't really use this steamer on clothes anymore. I mostly just use it on dolls. And this is like the scanner I use to scan in my media items. Like, so basically anything you need a barcode. This is my box. What is this called? This is when you want to like resize boxes. I use this. Glue gun. Within reselling, you'll need a glue gun more often than you realize. There's so many times where there's just one little thing that I just need to glue. So that comes in handy. This is my little Barbie bin with like things that I need when I'm listing Barbies. Extra like brushes and shoes, and these are the little rubber bands that I use for their hair. Like if their rubber bands are broken or need to be replaced, that's the brush I use to comb their hair. And there's where my pink scissors went. I was looking for those. And then these are the little mannequins that I use to model the little Barbie clothes that I use to sell. And then this is also like a little Barbie stand that I use for when I take pictures of Barbies. Oops, forgot a piece. And then I just have a few more like little knick-knack things in here that I may need. This is like the shaver thing. I need to find the charger for it. But it's like if you have little like cotton balls on your clothes and stuff, you use this to shave them off. All right, so that's that. These hats, I actually got these at an estate sale, and the home belonged to two retired Disneyland cast members, and I'm pretty sure that both of these hats were Disneyland costumes from like the 80s. But the problem is that I have no way to know for sure. So I just have them hanging up here because I'm not sure what to do about it. But regardless, I'm keeping them. But I don't know. I don't want to display them in my room and like brag about it if they're not really from Disneyland. So I don't know. They're just sitting there for now, I guess. Here's some just random inventory. These are bins of things that I want to list, but I'm just not in a hurry. So they're just there. These 3 bins right here. So behind this no doubt board, I have all of my like stuffing for inside packages, just like extra mail, bubble pockets and stuff like that. So that's back there. This is where I take pictures of smaller items. And so just to show you, I have this board underneath. And then this is like a blanket that I bought on Amazon a few years ago that I've been using for a long time. That just works really great. This is a really nice blanket. I hope they still have it. That way I can share it with you, because this blanket has treated me really well the last few years. And then underneath it, this is just where I keep my extra like newspaper and just more tissue paper stuff for shipping, this kind of stuff. So that's where I keep, and I just use like a regular, you know, these little kid tables. This is what it looks. It's like a Toy Story one. That's what I use. And then this is like a projector screen. I bought this one a few years ago too. I bought it on a website. I don't really remember. I don't know if they still have it, but this is what I use, and it can come down. So yeah. But I'm going to keep it up for now because it just looks cooler when it's up. It makes my room look a little bit more professional. I just bought this mannequin, so this is new for me. Literally, I just got it like 2 days ago. And then I just keep all of these bins have inventory in them, just different things. They are all labeled, so I know where to find all my stuff. This bin up here is where I keep just like cords and things like that. But these are all, this is all inventory. These are just like a few of my own little toys that I just have displayed on here. And this is where I keep my Barbie clothes. I showed you in one of my videos how I inventory all my Barbie clothing. I keep my hats up here. And then I always, before I ship them, I try to remember to do a quick lint rolling on them. Yeah. This is where I keep all my priority mailboxes, which I don't like to overstock on these. I know that they're free, and whenever I'm running low, so if I have 2 or 3 left of a certain box, and I'll just go on and order 10 more. I rarely use these boxes anymore. I mostly use them for Poshmark orders, but yeah, I just don't really use them. But they're still really good to have all of the different sizes on hand, especially for selling on Poshmark. And then this is just like excess eBay boxes that I have. I have some stuff in here that needs to ship. And sometimes I work from this desk. This desk was my daughter's, but as you can see, it wasn't treated very well. And she was sick of having it in her room. So I'm like, I could probably use that in the garage. So sometimes I'll sit right here and do my work, or sometimes I'll sit up on that desk. But mostly I've been sitting here because it's just like, there's not clutter on here. So this one's been working good for me. I keep more inventory in these bins. I have shoes. And here is where I keep my Barbie accessory stuff. More Barbie accessories. These are like these types of things, like just like little furnitures and stuff like that. Oh, I have a coffee mug there from a few days ago. Nice. These, I actually do use these padded flat rate envelopes all the time. So these ones, I always make sure to have those ones stocked. Just my various size boxes that I always talk about in all my videos. This is just, if you watch my channel, you've seen all of these different types of boxes in here. I just have more inventory stuff. And we're gonna come over here. These are like bigger items that I've packaged ahead of time. My husband doesn't really like these right here though, so I may try to move them somewhere else. We want to hang a bunch of like posters and stuff right here, so we want to try to make this area look a little nice. This is where I keep my CDs. I have them in alphabetical order. I used to actually have like way more, but I just haven't really found very many CDs lately, so that's been shrinking. This is where I keep like my jeans, and here I have all of like my sports apparel. This is where I keep my Barbies. So let's say I sell a Barbie whose SKU says number 7 on it. That means it's in bag 7. So then I find it and come in here, and then that's how I'm able to find the doll I'm looking for. So that's how I do it. So I label all of these little bags. You could see like 9, 10, and 11. So I condense them once the bags start getting smaller. See, bag 14. These fell out, and I'm not sure what bag they went in, so they're just sitting up here. So this is how I store all my Barbies. And it's really easy for me to find them. Like I said, I just put in the custom SKU number which bag they're in, and then I come over here and I find the bag. But I always pre-package them inside a plastic bag to keep them from not getting like messed up in storage. And then here are my cardboards that you see in my videos all the time that I use for wrapping stuff in. So I always have tons of these ready to go for when I need them, different sizes. These are just some of my own boxes that I just have from stuff that we've ordered online, or I have a friend that comes and drops off boxes for me too as well. So these are just like these are bigger size boxes. And then some more right there. We order lots of vinyls. Look at, guys, these are all boxes from vinyls that me and my husband have ordered. And I save them because I also sell vinyls, but I don't sell very many vinyls. So my vinyl boxes keep piling up. So I've got lots of those. So I don't ever have to worry about boxes for my vinyls. So this is just up here where I keep like excess packaging. And then inside these cabinets, I keep all inventory. So this is where I keep all of my media. This at one point was completely filled up, like completely filled. And then I had an extra bin full of media. And now I've condensed it to just this. I just haven't really been finding very much good media out in the wild lately. So that's definitely hurting a little bit. This is where I keep all my books. And then I have like more inventory. So I have everything labeled. I know where everything's at. For people watching this, this may not seem organized. Or you may be thinking, how do you find your stuff when it sells? But I really do have a system that just works. Like I just know where everything's at. Just more stuff where I store inventory. Yeah, just more of all the same type of stuff. This does not look very glamorous at all because all this stack of stuff right here is stuff that I needed to donate. So I wanted to wait to film this video till I donated this stuff, but it just wasn't happening. So it's there. Sorry, just ignore it. But this is just more stuff. This is where I keep all like my purses and bags and stuffed animals. This is where I have all of my Christmas tree ornaments. I have them all numbered so that I can easily find them when they sell. They haven't really been selling too much lately, but we're slowly getting there with some of this Christmas stuff selling. Slowly but surely. We've got more inventory. And then in the bins back here, there's more. And then I've got this little rolling thing. I bought this for my daughter and she kept this in her room for like a year and then she wanted it gone. So I was like, oh, I could really use that. So this is just, you know, stuff that I need to easily grab, like while I'm here working or while I'm there working. I can just roll this over to wherever I need it to go. So like I keep my lint roller, you know, scissors, pens. You can also use a razor to shave off like those little fuzz balls on your clothes too. That I actually think this works better than that other shaver that I had showed you. This is where I keep like my bags and more tape and just a few small pieces of inventory that need to get listed. So that's what I've got there. Oh, I forgot an important piece. This is where I keep all the stuff that I need to list. So it all goes right here. It used to go over there, back there. You probably saw those a lot in my video in the background, but I did move it so that I could have this space for taking photographs. So now it's been moved to over here. So this is all the inventory that I need to list. And all these bins have come from yard sales. So when I buy stuff there, when I leave with like a lot of stuff, they normally give me like one of their old bins or something. So that's where almost all of my plastic bins come from. They're just like random ones from different yard sales. So yeah, all this stuff I have to list. In my last video, I was asked a really good question. Is my garage heated or cooled? Like, am I worried about flooding, weather conditions or whatnot? And I will say that no, this is not heated and it's not cooled, but it is finished. So the walls are finished, the ground is finished. It's a very comfortable place to work. I have been working out of here for over 2 years now. I have not had a problem. I do live in Southern California, so sometimes it does get pretty hot in here because it's Southern California. But for the most part, it never really gets like too hot, where the point where it's like I feel like it's boiling in here. For the most part, I just feel like the weather here is just beautiful. We have like beautiful weather. We don't really have to worry about flooding. Like, I live up on like a hill, so that's just never really been an issue. The only type of like real like threat that we have is we are in a fire zone. So there's lots of like warnings when you move here about like fires, but that's basically all of Southern California. And we do have insurance for that. So that's really the only like concern. And of course, anything can happen. I'm not really like worried about it. I just haven't had any problems. It's just been working for me. But I completely understand the fact that it's not like that everywhere. There are going to be places where maybe working out of your garage isn't ideal because of weather conditions. So that is definitely something that one should consider when creating their inventory storage or their work area, is definitely think about weather conditions. And then also, I do want to point out that I realize that this is not glamorous. It's not perfect, but it is working for me at the moment. I do want to buy better shelving and better bins and storage and all that. I've seen so many great pictures and videos of other resellers' workspaces, and I'm just like, wow, like that looks really great. And I know that I'm not there, but I'm okay with it because I'm not spending hundreds of dollars on this stuff. Like, everything I have is that I'm working with, like all my shelvings and all the bins and all the stuff that I'm using, is just all stuff that like I've like collected. Of course I've had to buy like the mannequin and the lighting and the backdrop and all that kind of stuff, my supplies. But for the most part, like all the other things that I use, like my desk, like my daughter's desk, these are all things that we've just like accumulated that I've been able to like move to use into this space. So it works for me. But most importantly, it works for me financially. I do not recommend that if you're just starting off that you just go hardcore out and just buying all these things that you need, because what if it doesn't work out for you? You just need to get what you need, like as you go, and like as you grow, you slowly start to get the stuff you need. Like everything that I have, it's just all things that I've slowly built up. Like, I remember when I bought my label printer for the first time, like that was like huge for me. Like, I'm big and like I have enough sales now where I need that, when before I would just print the labels out of my printer, and that was great and it was perfect for what I needed at the time. But each little thing that I accumulate for my business is kind of like in a way I feel like I've like moved up a little bit with each thing that I bought. Like I'm fancy enough where I need this. So, it's just one of those things where it's just you slowly get what you need. Like, don't stress about it, and just do what works for you. And maybe my setup doesn't work for you, and maybe you learned nothing from watching this and you're not taking anything away from it. And if that's the case, I'm sorry. And then on top of that, I just have to say that I'm just so lucky and so blessed to have such an awesome husband that is okay with me using this a part of our home for this. And we could have turned this into like, we could have put our pool table out here or done something cool with this area, but yeah, he's super supportive, and that's so important too. And I don't know how long I'm going to be reselling full time. And that's another reason why I just don't want to invest so much in fixing up this garage for that, is because if I'm just being completely honest, just eBay just isn't as great as it used to be at one point. I just feel like I should be doing better and better each year, but it's just not really the case. And I don't know if it's me or if it's eBay or both. I don't know. But at the end of the day, it's just, I just don't know. Like, I don't know what I'm going to do yet, if I'm going to continue to do this or not. For now, I am. But, and I'm probably always going to sell on eBay at least part-time. But doing it full-time as like my number one, I'm just not sure how long that's going to continue. So, yeah, that's that. It's been great to have me like freed up also to like be there for my family and like take care of things that I need to, like for my family and around the house and all that. It's just been working really good. But it's just like lately, it's like, it's really hard out there, right? Like everything's so expensive. It's not the same. It's not the same living in America as it was in 2019. Like, we need to make more money. So, I mean, I don't know. I don't know what the future holds, but yeah. Anyways, I probably rambled a little too much. Thanks for hanging out with me. And I was excited to share my space with you because I just cleaned it up and made it look nice. So I was excited about that. So I was excited to make this video. Anyways, I hope everybody has a great week of sales, and never forget, when you thrift upon a star, your dreams will come true. I'll see you next time. Bye.